Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video, as you can see, I have this Pekka minor balloon deck ready and I'm already 9-0 in the grand challenge, so I will try to get to the 12 wins live for you guys in this episode. So let's get over the deck real quick. So it's actually a really interesting and solid deck. It's actually really fun to play with because it cycles so quick. We don't have a big spell, as you guys noticed. We only have the Zap as a spell, so decks like 3 Musketeers, definitely not easy matchups, but also definitely not like unwinnable. We can definitely outplay them, especially if they pump up. Like the balloon can take a tower basically in one push, especially with the right cycle. And Pekka is actually still really good against 3 Musketeers. And then the Ice Golem Zap is really important in that specific matchup. But let's first go get over the deck real quick and then I'll hop into a match. So we also kind of have like a spell bait going on with the Goblin gang, with the bats, with the Dart Goblin, because let's say our opponent doesn't have a Zap in his deck. Bats of course get a ton of value. Of course we can kind of like play around like kind of lock bait. For example, let's say you use the lock on the Goblin gang, we can use the Dart Goblin like in defense or maybe even on offense. Same if you use the lock on the Dart Goblin, we can for example send like let's say a minor Goblin gang, Ice Golem Goblin gang at the bridge, something like this. So actually a really interesting deck guys, I actually really like it. Usually I just play it like a minor control deck, and then after like knowing what his air counters are or kind of like knowing what his cycle is, I reveal the balloon unless he for example opens up with like let's say a collector and my starting hand is like Ice Golem Balloon minor. Then of course I will punish the collector with like let's say Ice Golem Balloon at the bridge and then minor afterwards. So I would say let's open to the first match guys, 9-0. Hopefully in this episode we can get a clean 12-0, but I would say let's open to the first match. Looks like we found one right away, so let's give it a thumbs up and let's give it a good luck. So it looks like we do start off with the balloon. We have bats, we have Dart Goblin and Goblin gang. So with this type of starter hand, I either split my bats or I split my Goblin gang. Sometimes I actually tend to drop my Goblin gang like a little bit aggressive. It depends, like if my opponent drops something. In this case, I guess I would just go with a Goblin gang aggressive. Kind of plays like it kind of, okay, so it looks like he does have Electro Wizard. So Goblin gang at the bridge kind of shows like that we are aggressive player. Sometimes people would think like we have Lockbait or something like this. So it looks like he does have Electro Wizard, he has minions and guards, so he actually spent quite a lot of elixir over there. I might actually go with a counter push here with the Dart Goblin. Dart Goblin will get a ton of value. Looks like he also used his Fireball, so he actually used a lot of elixir, and since he just used and his Electro Wizard and his minions and also the Fireball, like I feel like he shouldn't have that much like air counters. Looks like he does also have the Inferno Dragon, but I don't think it's a big problem. We can actually zap that one away. So the balloon should be able to get at least one more hit. He does go with the Electro Wizard, but no, it looks like with the help of like his Electro Wizard, he did counter the balloon. We still got one hit, so he actually predicted the Goblin gang over there. Let's go with the Goblin gang to the side. Bats on top over there, and then we can actually counter push with the miner again. Not sure if that's worth it. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. Also, I did place it again in the back. Looks like this time he dropped it like a little bit on the side, so he actually didn't expect me to drop it in the same spot again. So let's see guys, looks like he does go with his miner. I'll actually go with Ice Golem to tank for the guards and then Dart Goblin to the side to help kill the miner and then also eventually the guards of course, so don't take too much damage here. Looks like he again does use the Fireball. So I'm not sure what deck this is. He has Electro Wizard, Inferno Dragon, minions, Fireball, and then miner and guards. Looks like, I don't know, maybe like some, I have no idea, maybe like a giant deck. I don't think so though. To be honest, I have no idea. Kind of looks like a Lava Loon deck and some kind of like a control deck, like at the same, like in the same deck. So there's his Electro Wizard. I might actually go with a balloon, but I definitely need to defend the E-Wiz. So actually I will send a miner again, especially because we outcycled his guards. So we kind of force out his another air counter. So here the minions. So he did use his guards again. So let's actually again go with a Dart Goblin. We didn't even play the Pekka yet. Let's go with a Goblin gang to stop the miner, because so far he's actually getting a lot of chip damage with the miner. So he again used his Fireball, and I think so far like we don't maybe even need the balloon anymore. I guess I can just go with miner again to chip. He'll probably go with his E-Wizard. There you go, there's the E-Wizard. Let's actually go with a Zap over here to help the miner to like almost kill it. So tower is down to 513 HP. He will go with another minions and then another miner. Let's actually switch up the placement. Looks like he didn't really switch it up. Let's go with Ice Golem to tank again, and I think I'll just go with a miner and a balloon, especially because he just used his Fireball again. So it looks like he goes with his Barbarian Barrel. So I will go with bats, then I will go with a balloon, and then a miner in front of the tower. I think he expects me to drop it in the back. There you go, there are the cards. So he did expect it in the back. Let's go with a Zap already, and then with the help of the death damage of the balloon, should be a good game. Looks like the balloon will actually connect anyway. So let's go with the Goblin gang, knowing that he'll probably send his miner. Looks like he didn't even, so in this matchup we didn't even need the Pekka. As you guys see, it didn't use the Pekka at all until the end. I just dropped it, I mean, for fun. Let's give it a good game, let's give it a well played, and let's give it a thumbs up. So in some matchups, as you guys see, I guess you can just play it like a balloon, like kind of minor yeah, bait cycle deck. Like in this case, we didn't even use the Pekka, but the Pekka is definitely needed in some other matchups. Like let's say against the Golem, let's say against, I don't know, a Giant, even like a Hawk Rider, like Pekka is actually really good. And in some matchups, you just like, for example, also like play a Pekka in the back, like try to build a Pekka push, like a big Pekka push, and then kind of like a double lane pressure. For example, on the right side, we have like a Pekka with bats and a miner. And then on the other side, we can send, for example, the Ice Golem with a balloon. So this deck is definitely really interesting. You have a lot of different options. Looks like we have the second match. Let's give it a thumbs up and let's give him a good luck. So we start off with Pekka, we have Miner, we have Dart Goblin, and the bets. So with this starting hand, I guess I would just split the bets. If he doesn't drop anything, looks like he does go with his Hawk Rider. I'll go with the Pekka, I think a little bit late, so the Hawk Rider will still get one hit. There you go, luckily one hit. Actually placed my Pekka a little bit too high, so I was afraid it would get a second hit. Looks like it didn't, so looks like we're facing 2.6 Hawk Rider cycle. So let's actually go with a Zap over here, force out something else from him to defend. Let's see if he actually uses his Musketeer. Looks like he doesn't, so he might actually go. Okay, so he definitely used quite a lot of elixir there to defend, especially because he also used the Hawk Rider. So I think I'll actually go with the Ice Golem, Balloon, and then I will send the Miner towards his Musketeer. I think he will actually, yeah, there you go, there's the Musketeer. I was about to say, I think he will actually drop it over there, so Miner should be able to deal with most of the Musketeer. Don't think it will completely kill it. Looks like he actually did use the Fireball, but the Fireball wasn't able to completely, yeah, like not allow the Balloon to get a hit. So let's see, there you go, there's his Hawk Rider. Let's go with Dart Goblin. Let's go with bets. Looks like he does go with the Ice Spirit, so while playing his part. Don't think the Musketeer will get a hit though. Even like on the Dart Goblin, will not get a hit. So that's definitely good for us. Looks like he just lets the Dart Goblin lock on. He was a little bit late with the skeleton, so I think that the Dart Goblin was able to get a hit over there. So let's see, guys. 2.6 Hawk Rider, definitely pretty good matchup for us. Like he only has one real air counter. Of course, the balloon is also, or the fireball is also pretty good against the balloon. Let's actually go again with the Ice Golem. Let's go with the balloon, and this time I do have the Zap in combination with the Miner. So looks like he goes with his Musketeer. I'll actually go with my Miner, and I might actually, yeah, I'll actually try to Zap over here, trying to retarget. Looks like it will not pay off. Looks like it will not pay off. We do take the death damage, but right now we definitely need to watch out with the counter push. He's definitely up quite a lot of elixir. So looks like he does go with the Hawk Rider. Let's go with bets to the side. Looks like he actually uses his log as well. Let's go with the Ice Golem over here to push back the Hawk Rider, and then also tank for the Musketeer. So definitely maybe a little bit too aggressive on my part, like with the Zap as well. But I think it's fine, especially in double elixir. I feel like in double elixir it should even be better for us, but I'm not sure. Let's see what he drops. So it looks like he goes with his Musketeer in the back. I'll actually go with my Pekka in the back, and I'm not sure if that's the right play, but I think it's good because it forces out him to play into the Pekka, or he has to switch lanes, and it looks like he's actually preparing to switch lanes. So let's see if he goes with a prediction. Looks like he doesn't, so I guess that's good for us. Looks like he does use the lock, so that's also pretty good for us. The Dart Goblin will be able to get quite a lot of value. So let's actually go with a balloon over here, guys. Let's then send the Miner towards the Musketeer once the cannon is actually tanking, like locked onto the Pekka. This way the Miner should be able to finish off the Musketeer. Let's also go with a Zap. Hopefully it does finish it off. There you go. We'll be able to get the hit, and that actually will be the tower. So let's go with the Pekka over here, knowing that he will probably send his Hawk Rider. He might actually switch lanes over here. Like, yeah, there you go. There's it. So let's go with the Ice Golem to block his Ice Spirit if he drops it. Looks like he actually goes with a prediction fireball. Does pay off. He also goes with a prediction lock, but it doesn't matter. Hawk Rider is able to get quite a lot of damage, but it's like no problem. We have the, excuse me, the Dart Goblin, the Goblin gang. We can go with a Miner, and the Pekka was still alive. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So definitely pretty good matchup for us. I mean, as I said, he only kind of has one real air counter, like the Musketeer. Of course, the Fireball is also pretty good against the Balloon, but let's say we have a tank like a Pekka in this case, like a Miner, like an Ice Golem, something like that. The Fireball doesn't really, yeah, counter it like that well. So 11-0 in the Grand Challenge right now, as you can see. That's awesome. Let's hop into the last match. Looks like we found the last match. Well, not necessarily the last match. If we lose, of course, not the last match. But let's give him a thumbs up, and let's give him a good luck. Let's give him the good luck. There you go. So what I want to say, like, with this deck, like, it's really interesting just because I think I already mentioned this, but you have just so many options, like, how to play this deck. Like, for example, the first match, I didn't even use the Pekka at all. Like, I just played it like a Miner Balloon, like, kind of like a bait cycle deck. Some matchups, like, I try to play it like a Pekka Miner Poison deck. Like, I don't even use my Balloon at all, like, in the beginning. It just totally depends, like, on the matchup, like, on the deck, like, your opponent is using. So this case, like, he showed us the Tombstone, he showed us a Mega Man, so it looks like some kind of like lava deck, I assume. Looks like he also has a Fireball, so he spent already like his I guess like main air counter. So here I'll actually take some damage on the right side. Maybe I'll actually go with a gang, but let's see what he drops. Yeah, let's actually go with a gang over here. So he does go with his with his guards and baby dragon, but the balloon should still be able to get a hit. I'll actually zap to try to get it the second hit. Looks like that didn't pay off, so that was actually a bad zap. I wasn't sure if it would allow it to get a second hit, but I mean, I guess I could try, like, why not? So he has baby dragon, he has guards, mega minion, tombstone. So as I said, looks like some kind of air deck, like a lava. There you go, there's the lava. So since he just used his guards, I'll actually go with my Pekka at the bridge, and then I'll support it with bets. I'm not sure if that's the right play. Not sure if he has Zap. Looks like he does have Zap, so that's definitely... I don't know if that's a good play. I don't think so, actually. Maybe I should have supported with a Dart Goblin as well, but this way, like, we still need to defend, like, his Lava Hound. And Dart Goblin is kind of our main, like, air counter, so looks like he does have Lava Loon. Let's go with Dart Goblin. Let's go with a Goblin Gang to the side. And then I'll also go with the Ice Golem at the bridge. So definitely, yeah, not well played on my part. Like the Pekka at the bridge. Wasn't sure if that would, yeah, actually do something. But looks like he does go with his Baby Dragon again for the Goblin Gang. Or for the Goblins, like, behind the Ice Golem. So Dart Goblin will be able to, like, counter most of the pops and then also the balloon. But still, like, a lot of damage there. Knowing that we just used his Zap, I might actually go with a Minor Balloon and then Bets again. But let's see what he drops. Let's go with a Minor Balloon and Bets. Looks like he actually goes with Lava Hound. So I think it's actually good that we switch lanes. This way, like, we might actually end up taking the right side tower as well. So let's actually go with a Zap over here. Try to allow the Dart Goblin to kill it quicker. This way the balloon will actually get onto the tower. Hopefully get a second hit. Looks like it does get a second hit. So that brings down the tower to 300. Or not, like 200 something. So let's go with bets over here. Let's go with another Dart Goblin. Looks like this will actually be a 3-crown rage, guys. Looks like he actually sends his balloon as well. So Dart Goblin will be able to get quite a lot of value over here. Let's actually try to protect it with the Ice Golem. Looks like we are able to protect it. So let's go with a Zap on defense. Let's see if we're able to counter this one. So we definitely still need to respond something, like drop something on the balloon. But it looks like we actually managed to counter it quite well. Ice Golem is still there. The Miner is still there. Goblin Gang is still there. So actually looking pretty good for us, guys. The beginning looked actually really bad for us. But I think so far we're actually looking really good right now. So let's go with the Goblin Gang. Let's go with the Ice Golem over here. Let's actually go with a Zap in defense. And then I'll probably maybe have to Zap. No, looks like he prediction Fireball. So that didn't really pay off. We do need to watch out right now. Let's actually go with bets. Let's go with a Dart Goblin. And I think right now I'll just pressure. Let's go with Miner. Let's go with the Goblin Gang. Let's actually try to protect the Dart Goblin over here with the Ice Golem. Let's then send bets. And right now I'm just trying to, yeah, kind of like cycle with Miner. Don't even need the balloon. As you can see, Dart Goblin locks on. The Miner was there. Spear Goblin is also locked on. So that will be a 3-crown. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a well played. And let's give him a thumbs up. So what I did there was like really important. So basically I knew that he, well, most likely that he would put his Lava Hound in the back. So I will actually quickly show it to you guys, like, this moment, because I think it was really key, like, why I won this game, like, ended up winning the game. So the beginning was definitely really, yeah, rough, like, especially my Pekka at the bridge, like, just cost me, like, he counted the Pekka really easy. Like the Pekka bets, like, I spent 9 elixir there. He counted it for 5 elixir with a tombstone and with a Zap, like, just zapping away the bets. So that was definitely a big mistake on my part. So as you can see, this was a big mistake, like, with the Pekka and the bets. He just counted it for 3 elixir. So at this moment I have 6 elixir and he has 7 elixir and he just dropped a balloon. So he already has 12 elixir, like, on the field, while I only have 6 elixir. So I do kind of, like, make a push over there with the Ice Golem and the Step Goblins. I think that was a good play. So what I did here, so this was definitely really key, guys. I knew that he had his Lava Hound, like, back in rotation again. And since I already dealt so much damage to the left side, like, I knew that he would just, yeah, kind of force me to go to the left side, taking down the left side tower. And then, like, he would just ignore that, like, because he already took down my left side tower. And then I wouldn't have enough elixir to counter his Lava Hound. But instead, I actually sent my Miner Balloon. And since I knew that his Zap was out of cycle, my bets as well. So I also dropped my Dart Goblin behind it, knowing that he has Mega Minion in cycle, like, to counter my balloon. Zapped away the Mega Minion. I'll actually start playing again. So I zapped away the Mega Minion. This actually allowed the balloon to get 2 hits onto the tower, brought it down to almost almost completely down. Then I sent the Ice Golem balloon, or Ice Golem Goblin Gang to the left side, knowing that he doesn't have a lock or something, and he just uses his Baby Dragon. So right now it's basically just defending, keeping pressure, especially because he doesn't have, like, a lock or something, just spreading out my troops. Goblin Gang, Dart Goblin, and he actually used the Zap. So I think at the end I also went with bets, but it doesn't really matter. So I did end up winning the match because of that play, in my opinion. So as you can see, we also have a silver chest, so let's open that one real quick, and then let's get into the chest opening. So 12-0 in the Grand Challenge. That's actually awesome, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you guys enjoy this deck. Definitely feel free to try it out. It's actually really fun to play with, and it's really solid. Like, as I said, so many options, like, how to play this deck. So looks like we start off the chest opening with 22k gold, which is always nice. We get 2 3 musketeers, we get some royal hawks, we get Tesla, we get 1 cannon card, some dart goblins, some zeppies, tombstone. Looks like a lot of rares, also 31 heal spells. Looks like we get some epic skeleton army, rage, we get freeze, and I think right now if we get a lot of comments, we should be able to get a legendary. Let's see if we get it, guys. For the 12-0, looks like we do get it. 916 royal giants, so there's some extra gold, and then right now a legendary. So I would say let's just see what kind of legendary we get, guys. Let's see, and it will be looks like, okay, Sparky definitely isn't the best legendary I could have gotten, but still really nice that I actually get a legendary. So 6 out of the 20 for Sparky. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Pretty good chest overall. So as I said, like, feel free to try this out, guys. Really solid deck, guys, and really fun to play with. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye, guys.